Good morning to all. I am Visalakshi, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering in Thandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore. Welcome to e-learning class. Today's subject from Power System Analysis. Also, we are going to discuss the problems in Unit 1. So first, single line diagram. Basically power systems to which all the generating stations feeds energy and from which all the substations taps energy. So electrical energy transmitted to distribution transformer, and from the distribution transformer, it is fed to the loads. So various components of power systems are generating stations, power transformer, transmission lines, distribution transformer, and loads. Various type of loads are there: synchronous motor, induction motor, light, heating coil, etc. So various components and their interconnections are usually represented by their single line diagram. So it is represented by the standard symbols, and interconnections are shown by the single line. Okay, so here the single line diagram representation is components of the power systems are represented by the standard symbols. So these are all the standard symbols. Okay, so this delta, star connection, generator, load. Okay, these are all the standard symbols, and transmission lines are represented by the straight line. So transmission lines are represented by straight line in power systems. Okay, so single line diagram is a diagrammatic representation of power system in which components are represented by symbols and interconnections between them. So main purpose is to significant the information about the systems. So this is what the single line diagram. So from the single line diagram, we are going to change the impedance diagram and the reactance diagram. So in both is the equivalent circuit. Both the impedance and equivalent circuit, in the reactance diagram is the equivalent circuit of power system, which is represented by their approximate or simplified equivalent circuit. So the equivalent circuit of the power system is to analyze the performance of the system under load conditions, or to analyze the condition of the system under fault. So here main point is to impedance diagram as well as the reactance diagram is to analyze whether in load condition, also the system under fault. So here the impedance diagram is used for the load flow analysis. It can be obtained from the single line diagram. So it is changed to the impedance diagram by replacing all the components of the power systems by the single phase equivalent circuit. Okay, so the current impedance connected between the generators. Okay, generator, neutral and ground are neglected, and magnetizing current is very low. If the inductive reactance is very high comparing to the resistance, then resistance can be omitted. Okay, these are the points to draw from the single line diagram to the impedance diagram. So this is what the diagram representation. So here G1 and G2. So these are the representations. So these two are generator 1 and generator 2, represented with these lines or transmission lines, and this is your load A. So load A here, both resistance. Impedance is simply, impedance means R and R plus JXL. So that is the concept here. R equal to, sorry, Z equal to R is both the combination of resistance and reactance. Okay, so here this is your transmission line. Okay, and here this is for your transformer and transformer 2, and here it is your load B with synchronous motor. Used is here synchronous motor. Next is your reactance diagram. As I told already, this is for fault condition calculations, to analyze the fault calculations. These are constructed when the system is balanced. What are the data to be neglected? Means neutral to ground impedance of the generator, okay, and then shunt branches in equivalent circuit of a transformer, the resistance in the equivalent circuits, resistance in the equivalent circuit of various components are omitted, all the loads are neglected, there is no other loads here, the capacitance of the transmission lines also neglected. So reactance diagram can be obtained from the impedance diagram if we omit all the loads. Okay, so what are the to be neglected? Loads, resistance, and all the shunt branches of transformer, and the capacitance line, transmission line in the impedance diagram. So both impedance and reactance are obtained from the approximation of single line diagram. It is also called positive sequence impedance diagram and positive sequence reactance diagram. So these are the basics how to draw the impedance and reactance diagram from the single line diagram using different components of power systems. Okay, and next we are going to see the problems. Before that, we have to know the formulas to calculate impedance, new base impedance, old base impedance, okay, LT, low voltage ratings, high voltage ratings. These are the basic formulas to calculate. First means impedance per unit. So actually we have to find the new value and old value is there. So in diagram, old value is given here, okay, x per unit impedance or per unit reactance. New value we have to calculate here, old value will be given, okay, and kVb old by kVb new the whole square into MVAB new by MVAB old, okay, MVA mega volt ampere, and this is to find the low transformer section, high voltage transformer section. So based on this we have to find, if LT is to be asked, kVb HT into LT voltage rating by HT voltage rating is nothing but the voltage V1 V2, okay, and similarly for HT sections, just opposite, kVb on LT section into high voltage rating by low voltage ratings. So first problem, generator is rated 500 mega volt amps 22 kV and it is connected with the winding, has a reactance of 1.1 per unit. Find the ohmic value of reactance of the windings. Number 2, if the generator is working in circuit for which a base is 100 megawatts, 200 kV, then find per unit value of reactance of a generator winding on a specified value. So first writing the data given, base kVb 22 kV, MVA base 500 mega volt ampere. First we have to find what is the base impedance. Base impedance kVb square by MVA, okay. So here kVb the square is 22, MVAB is 500. We just found the what is base impedance, and next we have to find the per unit reactance. So per unit actual by base. So actual reactance X means not X, we have to find the value of actual reactance. So per unit reactance we found out in previous 0.968, just cross multiply. Okay, so 1.1 here it is connected with the winding reactance of 1.11. Okay, so 1.1 into 0.968, the answer obtained 1.0648 ohms. So this is to calculate the per unit of new value. Okay, new value means x per unit old into kVb old by new whole square into MVAB new by MVAB old. Okay, so using this formula we have to find the value of reactance per unit, new value. So new base value was 20 kV. So it is already given in the problem. New base value is 20 and MVA is 100 MVA. Old base value is 22 kV and 500 mega volt ampere. Okay, so it will be in the data. So just apply the value in given formulas here. Okay, 1.11, 22 by 20 whole square. So this is the kVb old and new, and here it is new by old, just opposite. So just both multiply and we'll be obtaining 0.2662 per unit. So this is what the general data given to calculate the per unit value of a reactance for specified base. Okay, and next is using the single line diagram we have to find the per unit reactance. Also we have to draw the reactance diagram. Okay, reactance diagram. So the question is given in single line diagram. So 300 megawatts. So these are the data given in single line diagram. Okay, generator, transformer 1, transformer 2 with the transmission lines. Okay, so this is what your MVA values. So these are the new value. Okay, means for generator. Okay, this is to generator 300 mega volt ampere 20 kV, 20% of the reactance, and this is for transformer new value, and transformer 2, and this is for motor 1 and motor 2. All together separately we have to find out first generator and next transformer 1, transformer 2 and motor 1, motor 2. At last we have to reduce the single line diagram to the reactance diagram. So first the given data for generator base MVAB 300, kV new is 20 kV. Okay, and reactance is 20%. So 20% means percentage calculate, and then we'll be obtaining 0.2 per unit. So this is the formula to find the reactance of a transformer, new impedance. So we have to find the per unit impedance of generator, transformer. So here it is directly given 20%. So we just found out 0.2 per unit. No need to apply the all the formulas. So for transformer, old value is given 10%. So in single line diagram, so here for a transformer 10% is given. Okay, T1. Okay, so from this we have to find the value. Okay, x per unit volt into kVb old by new whole square into MVAB new by old. Okay, we know all the datas. So 20 by 20 will be cancelled, and 300 by 350 is given in a single line diagram. So we just found the new impedance of a transformer. And next is reactance of transmission line. So here it is important. These are to be find. So reactance of transmission line is given 0.5 ohms per kilometer is given, and total reactance of transmission line is given 0.5 into 64. What is that? 64 is your feeder. Okay, means 64 kilometer transmission line. So we have to multiply it by 64. Okay, so we just obtained the total reactance as 32 ohms. From this we have to find the base kVA for on HT side of a transformer. Means if the HT is given, LT into HT by LT voltage rating. So base kV is 20 in single line diagram is given, and HT side is 230 by 20. So this both will be cancelled and we obtained base kV on HT side is 230. Okay, after finding the base kV, we have to find the base impedance kVb square by MVAB. What is kVb here? 230. MVA is 300. Okay, so 176.33 ohms. At last we have to find the per unit impedance. Always per unit impedance actual by base. Actual impedance is given 32. How? The total reactance, okay, of a transmission line. If 64 kilometers is not given, the answer is 0.5 per kilometer. Okay, and base impedance, the value 176.33 ohms. So final answer for the transmission line per unit impedance is 0.1815 per unit. And next to be find is for transformer T2. Okay, here the voltage ratio of line voltage is 3 times of the transmission line. What we have to, why we are multiplying root 3 means, here there is a changes here, delta to star, star to delta connection. So it is represented in a single line diagram. Okay, here delta to star, star to delta, again delta to star. So we have to find that, okay, voltage ratio of line voltage of 3 transmission lines. So root 3 into 127 by 13.2. Okay, 13.2. It means nothing but a transformer ratio is K. Okay, 127 by 13.2. Okay, 220 by 13.2 kV. So this is the formula to find the base kV on LT side. So LT side means HT, and here LT by LT voltage ratings. Okay, so here HT side is 230, high voltage is 230, and here HT voltage rating is 220. So 220. LT voltage rating is 13.2. So the answer obtained is 13.8 kV. Now we have to find the new per unit reactance of transformer 2. So old into kVb old by new whole square into MVAB new by old. So what is the reactance of the value old is 0.1, means 10 percentage. So old means already it is given 13.2. New is 13.8, and similarly MVAB new value is 300 and old value is 3 into 100 MVA. So the answer obtained is 0.0915 per unit. And next is to find the reactance of motor. Same. So we have to find directly, because MVA is given, 13.2 kV is given, and 20 percentage is given. So just applying the formula, old value is 20 percentage, so 0.2. Old value is 13.2 and new value is obtained from the previous transmission line 13.8 into MVAB 300. Okay, this is your new value obtained, and old value is given 20 MVA in single line diagram. So always old value is given, new value is obtained from the previous data. So after calculating and cancelling the values, 0.2745 per unit. And last to be find is reactance of motor M2. Same what we did in M1. same formula, the value will be changing. Okay, for M2 in single line diagram, what is the value for single line diagram is here for M2 100 MV. Okay, this is your 100 MV, 13.2 and 20 percentage. More or less M1 and M2 is same, only difference is 20 MVA old value is given. Okay, so here the changes will be in MVA. So 20 percentage 0.2. These are the data given, and MVA new is 300. Okay, and old is given in your diagram, that is 100 MV. So 0.549 per unit. Okay, this is the reactance diagram. So what we have to remember is, in reactance diagram, all the load, resistance, capacitance, motors, all to be neglected. Only the reactance. So this is your symbol, right? Reactance. So here, this is the values to be found. Means, so this is your base impedance. Okay, J 0.2, and this is your generator 1, motor 1 and 2, and here 0.0857 is my transformer. Okay, so this is my transformer, this is my generator 20 percentage. Okay, so 20 percentage 0.2, and this is my T1, that is transformer per unit value 0.0857, and next is my transmission line. Okay, transmission line, so this is my transmission line 0.1815 per unit, and this is my transformer 2, T2. Okay, this is my T2 0.0915. From this is B motor 1 and motor 2. Okay, motor 1 is 0.275, only the per unit reactance of the line answer 0.549. Okay, so our single line diagram given in question is, this is my generator. Okay, and this is given, so G1 we found, and next is your transformer. Okay, and this is my transformer, and this is your transmission line, and again a transformer is given. Okay, and again the transformer is given, and next is in transformer 2 motors are divided M1 and M2. That's why the diagram is like this. So M1 and M2. Okay, so this is the reactance diagram which is obtained from the single line diagram as well as the given datas. Okay, so if the single line diagram is given in diagram representation or both data is given, means question in full data view. Okay, 300, for example 300 MVA 20 kV in line, means we have to first draw the single line diagram from the given questions. Okay, single line diagram from the given question. After this, by drawing the single line diagram, we have to change whether in impedance or in reactance diagram. So this is your general single line diagram. From this I can find whether impedance or reactance diagram. Okay, so if the impedance diagram, for example if I am drawing the impedance diagram, both the reactance and impedance to be considered, also the generator. Okay, and here this is your both, also the capacitance also considered. For reactance diagram, no loads, resistor, capacitor, okay, motors not to be considered, only the reactance. So here a generator is splitted with the load as well as the transformer. Okay, so my diagram will be like this. Suppose my transmission line is here. Okay, just drawing like this. Okay, this will be splitted with this two, generator 1 and generator 2. Okay, so this will be flowing, and here my transmission line will be there. Okay, so my transmission line is there, and similarly my transformer 2, and again it is B for motor. Okay, so this is my reactance diagram. Okay, roughly I draw the reactance diagram from the single line diagram for impedance as well as the reactance diagram. Okay, thank you.